Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Real Talk Recovery. And yeah, I'm Nicole. So I'm Nicole. I've been sober since July 13th of 2015. I do utilize a medically assisted treatment program, and I'm working on a taper. And hey, Classy. Tonight, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about reservations. Let me take these headphones off. Okay, I wanted to talk to you guys about reservations. Reservations to use. And my experience with, hey Jamie, hey Shayna, hey Classy. If you guys don't mind, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Invite your friends over to the channel. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. You know, I never thought that I would have 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, or close to it. And it makes me excited to see, like, we're making it, you guys. And that's the thing. We are doing it together. You guys are helping me so much. Like, you guys are helping me, because without you guys and the word of mouth, because I know that you guys are telling your friends, you're sharing my videos. Hey, Rory, what's up, buddy? Hey, Rory, share this over on Facebook, would you? Without you guys sharing my videos and, like, getting them out, you know, then it's like, I feel like it's so hard to gain subscribers on YouTube nowadays. And so today I was on my big computer, and I was looking at my analytics. Okay, and first of all, what it shows is that I have 60% women subscribers and 40% men. It shows that the demographic, the age group of people that, the most people that watch my videos are between 35 and 40 years old. It also shows that the way people are finding my videos are not because of my my notifications, but because of recommendations. So they're finding my videos like on the recommended page, like they're my new subscribers. That's how they're finding my videos. So anyway, and I try to, like, title my videos to where, like, I know that like, people will, you know, see the video, but I'm not, you know, I can't always, like, I don't want to clickbait titles, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like that. I want my video to be about what the title says it's going to be about. So, I was talking to everybody over on Hangouts earlier today, and Bama said she wanted to talk about reservations. And so if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you're like, reservations? Reservations to a restaurant? No. Reservations to use drugs. Like, okay, so before I got sober, like before this last time around, I could probably say, like, every time I tried to get sober, that I had this thought in the back of my mind that I would be able to use again. Like, I had this lurking notion that was like, hey, you know, one day you can use again and not have negative consequences, right? And so every time I would try to get sober, I would relapse, because I had this, like, this idea in the back of my mind that I would get to this point in my recovery and I would be able to use and not have any consequences. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so I always heard, like, sponsors and all my friends that had sober time and, like, actually stayed sober talk about how when they got sober, they had to smash all their old thinking. They had to get rid of all those thoughts that were like, hey, maybe one day I can use drugs and alcohol and not ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of, like, romanticizing about our addictions, because, oh my gosh, it's so bad, you guys. Hold on. Oh my God. I broke it. I did it. It's broke. Oh no. It wouldn't shut. Girl, you crazy. I was tripping. How hard it would be in recovery and still have the desire to use. Okay, Rory. So that's all. Thanks for bringing that up. So the desire is the desire, is that obsession, that, oh, I still want to get high. I still want to change the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, we might have like, you know, a thought or a trigger or something pop into our mind where we're like, yo, man, it would be nice to be able to, you know, take a pill. But then we quickly change that thought, right? That's not the same as a desire. A desire is when you want to use. You want to drink. You are basically waiting for the next time you can have some free moments so you can plan your next relapse, right? So whenever you start working the 12 steps, what happens is you start getting into contact with your higher power, whoever it is, God, Buddha, the universe, nature, whatever it is, right? And the closer in connection you get with that higher power, the more spiritually connected you get, right? And as that spiritual connection grows, that desire, it's like blowing out, it's like blowing out the flame on a candle. As the spiritual connection grows, the flame on the candle fades until the candle is totally blown out and you no longer have the desire to use. So, isn't that a good analogy? If you can compare your desire to use, like I said, like a fire, and the 12-step program and your spirituality as one of those little one of those things you cover a fire with, you know, to put out the fire. And so when we put out the fire inside of us, that desire to drink and use, it alleviates a lot of that like pressure and the whole like driving force behind a lot of the reasons why we like relapse and stuff. Because we like, first of all, when you have this like mental obsession and when your mind's always focused on how you can get high and how you can change the way you feel, and you're tossing that idea around in your mind all the time, think about the torture. I mean, I remember, you guys, I remember trying to stay sober and I couldn't do it for shit. Oh, that sounds so good. I love Italian wedding soup. My friend Shanna made Italian wedding soup fresh, homemade. Michelle, I just said the same thing. That's so fucking good. Yeah, okay, so for instance, like Shanna said, usually she would make that soup when she's like loaded because she knows that it's gonna like take her time, right? But what is it? So Shanna, doesn't it feel good to be able to do it without being on pills? I mean, doesn't it make you feel like, yo, I accomplished this without being messed up, you know? And I feel like the more things we do without pills or without heroin or without dope, the more confidence we get in ourselves. I hear you, Shanna. I have a couple of more. Okay, so here's the thing, Michelle. Like, but think about it though. Okay, if the task at hand is too stressful for you, why don't you ask somebody to help you with it? Because if you're putting yourself in a stressful situation where you know it makes you want to use Xanax, and you know that if you use Xanax, that you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose your family. And that's like your world. So instead of trying to do it on your own, especially since you know that it's like really triggering for you, why don't you ask someone to help you with it? There you go. Good. Because listen, right now, am I a baby for doing that? No! Listen to me. No. that's the thing we have to do. We have to ask for help, because not asking for help, that's the chicken shit way. That's the way, that's the weak way. When you finally say, I need help, and you get up the courage to ask, whoever it is, your husband, your friends, your sponsor, whoever it is, for help, something that's really hard for you to do, that makes you think of using, then that's a huge step in the right direction, because that's why you keep on picking up, is because you think, oh, I have to do this on my own. Oh, I can't ask for help. Oh, I have to be embarrassed because I want to use. It's not anything to be ashamed of. And then, when he comes home to do it with you, you could tell him, like, I'm so glad that you came home to do this with me, because normally I would want to use when I would do this. Normally I would want to get Xanax to help me do this, And we all know what it's like here. Hey guys, we all know what it's like to feel like we need a substance to kind of give us that extra oomph, right, when we're doing stuff. I used to live off of taking substances to give me that extra energy, to help me do my job better, to help me be more outgoing and have more fun at parties and blah, 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 blah. But eventually what happens is it starts having the reverse effect, you guys. It might help you at first, but what happens is it starts not helping, and then you start turning into a freaking lush. Excuse, because my legs hurt so bad, but I just had Angel go get me some ibuprofens. Okay. Right, and what happens is it ends up reversing, and then we end up looking like fools, and then we start making bad decisions, and then our family members start figuring out what we're doing. It's like our big bad addiction, our big secret that we thought nobody knew, or that people might not realize what's going on, but they know we're kind of struggling, but they can't really tell it always ends up like ruining, it's like, Michelle, I know it's hard to ask for help when you're seeing us. Right, we can't do this alone, and that reservation in your mind that's telling you, oh, I can take Xanax and it'll help me do this task, that is your addiction, okay? Because we know what happens when Michelle takes Xanax, don't we? And then we also know what happens, and how everybody else feels when that happens. And so it results in losing everything, and I feel like what happens, I know for me, I had to like keep on losing. Like I kept on bumping my head, because for a long time I would be like, oh, I'll, as long as I'm not shooting up, I'll be all right. I can just take these pills and everything will be good. Nobody will know. But I kept bumping my head, and what would happen was I would go in and I would think I was fine. I would think I had everything under control. I would think nobody noticed, and I would be out of my mind, and everybody would know, and I would lose my job, Right. Absolutely MIA. And then the most thing that matters to you the most will be gone from you, Hey, Michelle. And so with kratom and medications like kratom, Xanax, opiates that you build up a dependency, and they build up in your system, and it's basically you're just taking them because if you don't, you'll be sick. Off subject, but living with an active addict sucks. Possible topic for a video. Thanks, Rory. That is a good idea. And yeah, it's really hard to live with somebody who's in active addiction. I could not imagine doing that. Jamie, you need to call the doctor and see if there's something that you can do to go in and get it checked. What happened to your leg? And guys, I know some of us, like, we get into a situation where maybe our significant other is, having a hard time, but if we can set a boundary and separate ourselves from them when they're going through that, and let them go through their situation, so that way it doesn't affect us, because we have to protect. I know for me, I have to protect my sobriety, and I haven't been around drugs or alcohol since I've gotten sober. Like, I haven't seen drugs or alcohol. I seen Xanax one time, and that was it. And like, I know I cannot go. Listen, this is how much I know myself. I know myself so well that I can't see the pills, because if I see them, I don't know. I don't know if my hands will just magnet. It's like my hands are magnets, and the pills will just go whoop and stick right to them. And the next thing you know, like a Cookie Monster. I can't even be around them. And so I literally, I'm so glad that I have a job where I work on my own. Like, I don't work with other people around me. Like, I don't have coworkers. I'm on my own. So nobody's fucking with my recovery. I'm on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to go around people that are getting high. I don't have to see people that are using. Because when I'm around that situation, it makes me so uncomfortable. I had plug hots in the place, but they cleared them out. Oh, wow. I have experienced love. Nate, are you choking? Never experienced love until oh, it's totally. And, well, Jessica, when I first got sober, I worked in a restaurant. And, well, you know how it is in restaurants. Everybody's got drugs. And so I remember the first time I came face to face with someone who had pills. I literally lost my shit, y'all. I was fucking pissed. I wanted to call the police because it was making me feel so uncomfortable, because I don't trust myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that I'm not a mad... I don't trust myself, you know? I can't go around that kind of stuff. I can't be around it at all, because I don't know. Like, I don't know if... None of us knows, you know what I mean? We're not promised tomorrow, and we're not promised that we'll stay sober, you know? The only thing I know is that if I practice the principles and I follow my treatment plan, like my meditation, my reading my big book, my calling my sponsor, my staying connected, me talking to God and all that stuff, then, you know, then hopefully I'll stay in line. And I've never seen anyone who was doing all those things and relapsed. The only time I've seen people relapse is when they stopped doing some of those things and then they fell back, you know? Good, Michelle. Good. We were talking about that last night. We were talking about, you know, I drive through this place where I used to cop dope all the time. And for like the first 6 months I was going through there, I would call my sponsor while I was driving through there, you know. And what we were talking about last night was we were talking about making new memories to attach to those places. Instead of me remembering, oh, I used to cop dope here. Now I remember, oh, I can call my sponsor on the phone while I'm in here. Oh, I remember laughing and talking to her about this the other day. Like attaching new memories to that trigger. You know what I mean? Like if you go to concerts and you're like, every time I go to concerts, I get high. Well, go to a concert with some of your friends. Don't get high. Have a great time. Make new memories with those friends. So that way, next time you go to concerts, you're not like, oh, I have to get high. No. Oh, I remember being out here with my friends and I stay sober. You know what I mean? Jamie, listen to me, girl. First of all, if you go out and get something, you're wasting your time because you're on your medicine. It'll block it. I mean, and you're also risking getting yourself sick, girl. Now think about it. If you are taking your medically assisted treatment and you go out and you cop dope, what good is that going to do? First of all, it's going to be a total waste of money. Second of all, you could get yourself in a lot of trouble because then you're not going to be able to pass a drug screen. Third of all, it's not going to relieve your pain. because you know what? You've been taking methadone for so long that your tolerance level is like this high. So a little Roxy isn't even going to do anything. Total waste. Total waste. And doing anything else would just agitate your leg even more because it would get that blood pumping through there real fast. So total waste. That's what, and you know what, when I used to, okay, so listen, me and Neil were just talking about the same thing. We were talking about pain, right? And he was talking about how his back hurts and that it hurts so much and I was telling him, I said, well, you know, buprenorphine is a strong ass medication. And if you take it 3 times a day in low doses, it can help with pain, which is Suboxone. And he's like, you don't understand, my back really hurts. And I'm like, I know what you mean, but now that you've been on this medication for so long, even if you did take like a Roxy or something, it wouldn't even touch it. The pain wouldn't even touch it, the relief. Now what you have to do is you have to start incorporating things like going to the chiropractor, getting like your muscles like massaged and the kinks worked out and stuff like that, because once you've been on opiates for so long, like Neil's been on opiates for over 20 years, he could take it, it wouldn't even touch the pain, right? Shanna, you know it and so all our brains are looking for, hey Annette, all our brains are looking for is that euphoria feeling. But that euphoria feeling doesn't do anything to the pain. The pain is still going to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? So once you've been on opiates for so long and it's gotten you, there's really nothing like your pain. A lot of times it's like, it's superficial pain. Okay. And like, if you can just go and get yourself, like I said, go to the chiropractor, get a massage, it will help so much because the opiates aren't going to touch it, especially for people like us who've been on them for so long. Oh, that was so nice, Annette. Gosh, Jamie, your brain is what is signaling the pain. I literally have thought about pills. Right, Shanna, that's so true. Okay, so, and like, so change, and I know, listen, I know that your leg's probably bothering you, but like, if we can focus, bring yourself in, Jamie, and let's really focus, like, focus on what you're doing right now. Like, focus on being here with us, focus on being present in the little group meeting, and I just get some ibuprofen and get some Tylenol and alternate those, because I've heard that when you do that, it's supposed to be really good. And get yourself a compress. I don't know if you would do warm or hot or cold, but get yourself a little compress and put it on there and elevate your leg. You know, girl, do all the stuff that our moms taught us when we were little. But listen, that's a huge trigger, you guys. When your pain is a trigger for a lot of people. Pain and discomfort and it's like, okay, I need to change, you know, I've got to do something about that. Do you guys ever worry about having an accident and being on medically assisted? No, Jessica, I don't, because all you got to do is let them know there's this little card that's in my wallet, and there's medication that can override Suboxone. It's just the doctor has to do it. It's like a very like technical situation. So our doctor tells us to put on our card in our wallet. It's the our emergency contact information that we're on Suboxone. So that way, if we go, like, say we have a wreck and we go in the ambulance and nobody knows, they can open it up and say, oh, this person's on Suboxone. This is what I need to do for their pain. Like, if I broke my leg, believe me, the doctor's going to say, honey, don't worry, you just broke your back in half. You're going to get... They'd be able to take care of it. There's medication that they can give you. You get done, call me. I want to tell you about my neurologist. Okay, Rory, I got you. Yeah, and so... Yeah, Shannon, there's, yeah, that, thankfully, you know, and then also, Jessica, like, if if we went in, if something happened and, well, I mean, like, the doctor can give you, like, fentanyl, and it'll totally knock the subs right off your receptors. But I don't like saying that to people because I don't want you guys going out, or anyone going out and going and getting fentanyl and doing it and dying. Because the chances of you doing fentanyl to knock your Suboxone off your receptors, it's so... the close to death rate is like you would die. Like, there's really no way that you could do it on your own without dying, most likely. Like, that's why the doctor explains it to us. It's like super fucking, like, sketchy. So that's why I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't, I don't like it. Plus, I don't want to tell people that they can go do that because, some of us, we get ideas in our mind and then we're like, I'm going to go do that. When Nathaniel was born, that's what they gave me. That's what they gave me in my epidural, and oh my God, hi,
Mooka, guys, Mooka.
Say hi to everybody.
Say Mooka.
Mooka Luka.
Mooka, Kimmis. What did they say about it?
Well, come over here and let's see. Stand up so you can see what they say.
Hi, Mooka.
Say subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe.
I said survive. Let's say that again. Let's say that again. This time, can I say it by myself backwards?
Subscribe to...
No, can I say it?
Go.
Can I say it by myself backwards?
Go.
Subscribe to my channel before you leave. Survive.
You ever worry about getting pulled over for speeding, etc., and then knowing you use map? Girl, no, you can't get a DUI for that. Yeah, you cannot get a DUI for it. When it's used in therapeutic doses, you don't get high on it, girl. Like, I drive every day. I'm sure. I'm sure. I guess, I guess if you were taking it, like, I don't know, you would have to really not be taking it as prescribed for you to get that, like, to be impaired. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, for people who have been on it, like, 6 months or more, and they take their dose as prescribed every day, it doesn't impair you. Yeah, but it's not an opiate. What it is a partial opiate agonist. Partial opioid agonist. So what it is it's an opioid, but it only partially attaches itself to that receptor. So what it does is, instead of opening the receptor up all the way and filling it up like a regular opiate does and getting you high, it only opens it halfway and goes in there and attaches itself and doesn't let anything else get on there. So that way, like, you're not going to get any kind of euphoria. So especially, now listen, that doesn't mean that people don't find a way to not take their medication as prescribed and skip, like, doses. You would really have to, to skip doses like that, it would be such a trouble, and you would be going into withdrawal. I wouldn't do it. Right, Carrie, and I think what happens is, I know a lot of people, when they're first going in and they're first getting dosed, right, especially when they're first getting dosed at the methadone doctor, is when they first get dosed in the morning is when that medication is kicking in the fastest. But I mean, even for someone, like, I don't know about you guys, but even whenever I dosed on, taking methadone, I didn't, I don't know, I nodded out when I was doing Roxy's. Like, Suboxone doesn't faze me at all. Oh, no, you can't, well, actually, I've actually had, the doctor tell us whenever if we have our medication on us, because we have to go into the doctor's office to get our medicine counted, and we just have to carry our prescription. As long as we have our medication in our prescription bottle, we can't get in trouble or anything. Now, I imagine if I was like high, but the police, they give you a field sobriety test. So if I get pulled over and I have my prescription on me and they give me a field sobriety test, I mean, like, I've been pulled over before and never had any issue. But, you would have to be under the influence. Like, taking a medication that you're dependent on isn't being under the influence. Like, lots of people take medication all day long and drive all day long. You know, a lot of people take, you know, painkillers that are prescribed to them and drive. And so you would have to be under the influence, like intoxicated. And like right now, you know, I'm not intoxicated. You know what I mean? Way too much. Only in the beginning, right? Yeah. And that's, like I said, until that medication levels out in your system. Jessica, you know what probably happened is oh, you're fine. They probably were on it over a year and either were, whenever I read articles like that, I only take it for face value because of a lot of people don't tell the whole truth. They'll say, oh, I was on medically assisted treatment for a year, but they don't tell the fact that they were taking Xanax the whole time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people, I'm telling you guys, they leave out so much of the story. Like, I swear to God, she knows what I'm going to go. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to look on mine. But not on my, here, let me look right now on my bottle. Okay, it says may cause drowsiness or dizziness. Alcohol may make this worse. Use care when operating a vehicle or dangerous machines. But I think that says that on all narcotic medications, and it is a narcotic, you know? But I don't worry about it. Like, seriously. Never. I've never worried about. Honestly, like, because the opiate epidemic and everything that's going on, I feel like so many people are on medically assisted treatment right now that, like, you know, a lot of the police officers and stuff, if they are pulling people over that are on medications like that, they probably are. They are prepared and able to identify someone who is, you know, messed up. Because they have, you know, they do the little light thing and all that stuff. Hey, Rachel, you guys go check out Rachel's channel. She's uploading a video today. I talked on the phone with her today, and we were talking about the video I was talking to you guys about earlier today about, oh my God, Shanna, I know. I used to call it somacoma. And I would shake violently because I would take so many of them that it was like I was having seizures. So crazy. And I would drive. Okay, so, and that's not somatosis. That's nothing, like, those are stronger than buprenorphine. Like, seriously. Because one time, story time, one time I was, going to Walmart, and me and my sister, I don't know if it was my prescription or her prescription, but we both got like a little 20 or 30 count prescription for Soma when we were younger. I think we were like 20 something. We were in active addiction, and it was either hers or mine. I don't know. But I split like 5 and 5 with her. And we went into the Walmart. And we had taken them like when we were in the car pulling up. And so we parked the car, got out of the car. We were walking in. And we were walking through Walmart. I kid you not, you guys. We're walking through the Walmart. And this is me. Walking through the Walmart. And I'm like... My legs were like literal jello. And my sister's like, bitch, are you drunk, bitch? I was like, no, I'm in a soma coma. That shit. So we don't do that shit anymore though. But you know the deal. I can't believe that I would go out like that. Oh, we had to call the Coast Guard to rescue her because she floated off on a pool float. Oh my God. And just didn't even know that she was out in the middle of the ocean, huh? Just out there floating. That sounds like something that I would do. We are, you know, the city I'm from is like, we have so many lakes there, right? It's like a big lake town. And when we were younger, we always hung out with girls and guys whose parents either had big ass houseboats or like really big speedboats. So we were always on the lake. And I am so afraid of large bodies of water. And I'm not afraid because I'm afraid of sharks or nothing like that. I'm afraid of drowning. Like, I'm afraid of us speeding on that speedboat, hitting a wake, and then the boat flipping in the air and all of us flying out of the boat and dying. You know, so the only thing I've ever done when I was on the lake is like drink a whole bunch of beer and we would park on these things called sand. It's like a, oh gosh, what's it called? Not a sand dune. Sandbar. And we would park on the sandbar, and it would be like 20 boats, you guys, and just like guys and girls just drinking and drinking and drinking. Sandbar, yes, Leah, and partying all night and all day long. I remember one year, me and my girlfriends, we were like really big into like going to clubs this one year. And my friend, Sonia, she's like had this, she was like, I was skinny, but she was like, had a model's body. Like she was like tall and thin, but like had a shape like where her waist went in like that, and then she had like a big booty and like big boobies, but like a good size, like really like a model weight, you know. And we were going to the club all the time, and we were dancing, I'm partying. I mean, we would, y'all just picture, I had this top. It was a butterfly, okay, and it was a crop top, and I would wear this butterfly crop top, and it had sequins on the top, and it was like a beautiful butterfly crop top, and these little black boot cut like pants. They were so cute, and I was like, my stomach. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing back in the day. Y'all wouldn't have known what to do. I would have fucking danced all y'all off the dance floor. I would have. It was good times. So anyway, we put her up in this Hawaiian Tropics contest. And she won second place. And then the next time we went back to the same club, it was me, her, and my friend Miranda. And it was so crazy, you guys. Like, this is the stuff we would do. They had this big wet t-shirt contest thing, and we were all up there, and the guys were spraying us with water hoses. We had so much fun, y'all. we were hood rats. You know what I mean? But we were all single and like just having fun and dancing and partying. Well, they were dancing and partying. I was like sneaking off drinking and I was such a drunk, you guys. Like, I would go and just grab people's drinks off the bar and like drink them. Like, I was so crazy. People could put that date rape drug in there or whatever. I'd probably be like, woohoo, this is great, you know. It wouldn't faze me, you know. Those were Jamie, those were the days when like everything was cool. Like, it wasn't really addiction, it was just like us having fun and partying, you know. And so shit hadn't started getting real yet. Hey, Carla, what's up, girl? I'll get some. You know, it was just us having a good time. Oh, my back is killing me. Okay, so I know all about being triggered by pain. Okay, Jamie, like for the last week, my back has just been feeling like somebody is like squeezing both sides right here and just squeezing it. It hurts so bad, but I keep on like trying to do stretches, like this. What's a chiro? Oh, Cairo. I was like, what's a chiro? Okay, so that's what I was telling Neil. Like, he needs to go to the chiropractor, too. I know, I need to go, too. Jamie, I don't think y'all understand. Watch this. Okay, I used to be a cheerleader. Listen, Neil just squeezed me and my back cracked and it goes crack, 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 crack. Anyway, pain is such a huge trigger. So like you were saying, okay, I need to make an appointment for my chiropractor. Jamie, if you have insurance, girl, get yourself an appointment. And let's all go get our backs adjusted. Oh, man. I hope y'all are having a good night. My back hurts. Okay, well. Oh, it feels so good. I had pizza tonight for dinner, y'all, and it was damn good. I have to get Nate in the bath. I know, Bama, you know what I think that has to do with? You know what? I went from 12 to 8 to 6. So, I'm not sure. I don't think so, though. You know what? Okay, so what I also think, you know, being on methadone and Suboxone, I think it affects our backs, like, in our, I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like it's like in my area where my liver and my kidneys are at. And I have hepatitis C, y'all. So that could also be a lot to do with the pain I have in my back, because I feel like it's like in my muscles, in my liver, it feels like, you know what I mean? Do you really, Carla? I didn't know that. Have you got yours taken care of yet? And it makes me so tired all the time. Carla, I didn't know that she shot. I don't know why that I didn't know that. Good. Well, you know what? I did too in 2000. I went to the doctor in 2015, got diagnosed with hepatitis C, and now, but what they told me is that I couldn't get the medication because my hep wasn't bad enough yet. It wasn't, I don't know. Yes. What? He told you your body would cure itself. Are you serious? Oh no, girl. They didn't tell me that. They told me that my levels, that the amount of hepatitis C in my blood wasn't high enough for me to get the medication. They won't give you the medication because they make you have to be sick before you get it. Like, they want your fucking liver to be in cirrhosis. My sister had to wait until she was in phase 2 cirrhosis of the liver. Can you believe that? Before she could get the medicine. She has hepatitis C too. I remember when she found out she had it and we all cried, right? Because, I don't know, when you find out you have hepatitis C, you think that you're going to die. Especially if you're not like really... Like, we didn't understand, right? That it was just, like, not really that big of a deal. And so, I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, it's a big deal, but it's not. Like, more people die of heart attacks and car crashes than they do of hepatitis C. You know, like, I'll probably die of natural causes before I die of hep C. Okay. I gotta go get Nate in the shower. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off here, you guys. I had a good talk with y'all tonight. I hope y'all had a good night. So here's the deal. Carla, I know that's right. Me too, girl. Hey, Brandon, what's up, man? Where'd you been, boy? We're just all chatting about life. Oh, you're at work. Well, that's good. Can't be mad at you for that. That's good. That is real good. So here's the plan, you guys. Saturday at noon, we're having a meeting in the Hangouts. What I mean by meeting is we're going to have a recovery meeting. We're going to read from the daily reflection. We're going to share our thoughts on it, and then we're each going to share a little bit about ourselves. So if you want to be a part of the meeting and Hangouts Saturday at noon, go ahead and comment so that way I can get you added if you're not already added to the support chat. And so that's Saturday at noon. And then oh, okay. So tomorrow's Friday. Neil's off work tomorrow night, you guys. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go live like I normally do. I probably will, because y'all know I can't stay away. But if I don't be mad. If I don't go live, I will have a video up for y'all tomorrow. Y'all know how I roll. I'll probably have 2 videos up for you. But Neil's off work tomorrow, so I might just kind of like, you know, lay low. But there'll be something up for y'all to watch. Some story time or something, you know. I hope you guys are enjoying, like, my videos. I'm really trying to be more organized. And I'm trying to focus myself more when I, like, try to come on here and talk to you guys about topics. Because I know I'm a little scattered and kind of hyper sometimes. Okay, Christy. If you will email me or DM me your Gmail, I can add you, because I have to have your Google Mail, your Gmail address. Christy Jason. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm trying to focus more on, you know, like focusing in on one topic. Like tonight, we talked about reservations to use, even though we went into other stuff. But like, I'm trying to zero in on things that you guys might be struggling with and that I struggle with, so that way, you know. But anyway. Y'all just hang in there with me, okay? Just grab